competitions and to establish a 7-point lead at the top of the table. Now Bayern Munich dispatched their nearest rival for their ninth.
A real opportunity to get out of that relegation zone.
Still need to visit top 4 rivals Bayer Leverkusen and Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Is instead a behind closed doors game.
And that's that they're not the home side, because as we know now, home sides.
So Hansi Flick has made one change to the team.
Absolutely, it's I think with Werder Bremen winning
Started in midweek. Steve, when we look at this, well, it was a hugely successful and potentially vital midweek with an opportunity to run for the first time, supported by Alphonso Davies. And that was mighty close in the middle to Robert Lewandowski. He's had on this team is astonishing, really.
But you'd expect Bayern Munich
with the ball back.
To be nice and strong. They're in.
Played in here towards Kingsley Coman, and in the game today, Steve, the fact that the away teams have had the better of it, 3 more away wins, is this when the Premier League resumes, whether the home field advantage is gone. Man, clipped forward by Kimmich, here's Robert Lewandowski, and it was good positioning from the goalkeeper to be there and wait for him. Flag up against the Bayern Munich striker. And once again, though, Robert Lewandowski looking to get in behind them. Excellent skill over there to make them.
Yeah, that's the big word for me, concentration.
Reached the break though here, Fortuna, with Skripski, without conceding a goal. And they're almost on the verge of managing to navigate the opening 10 minutes without any damage, which will be the first little moment of pleasure they'd like to do today.
Still want to play.
Thomas Muller's form has been superb. He's been Munich team this season. Robert Lewandowski, Serge Gnabry. I think the flag was up again. Might just have gone a little bit quick. Just to get on the move, and he's got Gnabry with him, and Lewandowski was waiting in the middle.
They just cannot get out. Yes, they're defending really well, and the defending.
Robert Lewandowski, Thomas Muller with a chance to strike one. Played back in towards Pavard, and it goes in via the deflection of Zanka. And it's early heartbreak here for Fortuna Dusseldorf. They get the goal by Munich. They've had all of the early pressure, but there was elements of fortune about how the ball actually crossed the line. They won't worry about that too much. The one thing that Fortuna Dusseldorf and their coach, Uwe Rosler, didn't want to do was concede. Alaba threading it through.
Yeah, very much to Gieselman, and he's just pounced on straight away.
Every clearance that Fortuna make is just momentary relief before Bayern Munich come again. They can settle it down a little bit now and just regroup a little.
He actually made a nice run there. He
goes the cross towards Robert Lewandowski, but he can't reach it. But again, Steve, if you count the defenders in the penalty area, 8 black shirts in there defending the Bayern Munich cross, which they've got to carry on doing. Then it goes towards Karaman, whose foot was... don't forget, we've got more games tomorrow, starting with...
Getting down, low to his left.
There's another opportunity. I think it's Benjamin Pavard's header. The goalkeeper got a touch, but he can't keep it out, and that will disappoint Uwe Rosler to concede a goal from a set piece. But it's Pavard, the French international, with a powerful downward header, and Florian Kastenmeier, despite throwing himself to his left-hand side, can't stop it. It's Bayern Munich 2, Dusseldorf 0.
It's weak, sorry. Doesn't really has any...
To commit some bodies into the middle. Here's Karaman, who can bring it down and shoot. And then fizzed across the face of the goal by Morales. That's the most promising situation and opportunity so far, and then it's going to come to nothing because they down here. Karaman on the run, and Eric Tommy was the player in there to support him. It just needed to be a better ball in, didn't it, from Karaman, who got time to deliver a better ball than he actually played. Skier Kimmich in the middle. Gnabry's gone in there too. In goes the cross, and Kastenmeier was down there quickly. Knew he'd got to hold on to that because there were 2 or 3 Bayern Munich shirts.
Yeah, really nice play by.
It's a good run by Gnabry, and the shot, which is full of power, but just lacking that little bit of direction. But he's really good at that, isn't he, Serge Gnabry, running at the defenders, making the room for the shot. On this occasion, though, just slightly too high. There by Serge Gnabry to keep it alive. Now, what can he do for Bayern Munich? And in the end, the deflection favoured Fortuna and favoured Kastenmeier. Food for thought for Uwe Rosler. In, it's a chance for Bayern Munich. He plays it back, and then Lewandowski, and that completes the set. Brilliant football by Bayern Munich, sharp and incisive. And the ace marksman gets his 42nd goal of what's turning out to be a brilliant season for him. 28 in the Bundesliga, and on a personal level, he's now scored against all 18 teams in the Bundesliga as a striker, whether it be for Borussia Dortmund. 5-0 at Dortmund in December. It was 4-0 when they played Bayern. Bayern Munich dominant. Half-time, Bayern 3, Fortuna Dusseldorf.
Because he's had some dreadful luck, as you rightly said, with injuries.
Practical reasons why you'd go down that route, I suppose. As Franz Beckenbauer there in the two teams. It's been so wide, they've been so impressive by him. Thank you, James. So we're all set, or we will. Uwe Rosler would have said at half-time to the players to try and change it because they didn't seem to, and it's an awkwardly spinning ball that almost allowed Levin. Alba's now found his way into the box. It was a good low cross that was driven in that Kastenmeier had to parry and then get on the end of it. But more. Here's an early opportunity for Gnabry, and what a finish that is from Lewandowski. Well, that's 43 and counting for the Bayern Munich striker. And inside 5 minutes at the start of the second half, they get the 4th goal, Bayern Munich. It's turning into a landslide victory as far as they're concerned. And Robert Lewandowski helps himself to his 2nd goal of the afternoon. Bayern 4, Fortuna Dusseldorf 0.
Long, hard, early evening for that manager.
Right, managed to find a way through, but they've got it back again with Kingsley Coman, and he's on the run. It's Alphonso Davies with the finish, and they've got another one. Well, we wondered whether Uwe Rosler would be able to see anything to his team at half-time to slow down the goals. In actual fact, they're going in even more regularly now for Bayern Munich. 5-0, 7 minutes into the second half, and Alphonso Davies helps himself. Second half, it's gone in towards Lewandowski and Muller. Pavard then went for the shot. What an effort that was. Well, why not? When you're playing like this, you can try anything. Davies on the move again with the cross in towards Lewandowski, who can't keep the header down. The attacks come from everywhere, don't they, with this Bayern Munich team, whether it's Coman and Gnabry in the wide positions. These two.
And Lewandowski nearly gets off the end of that, and Zimmerman almost best around. I know he's been coveted by a number of clubs over.
In goes the cross, which is a good ball in, and it was onto the head of the central defender. He's got the whole goal to aim at, and he steers it over the bar. Yeah, and a couple of Bayern Munich changes coming now. Alaba. Thomas Muller is the target. Well, I can't believe he did that. I thought Thomas Muller was certain to make it 6-0.
What a ball by David Alaba. Eye of a needle stuff. Just leaning back, he slices right.
A few moments ago, the shot came in with plenty of power from Gieselman and was well turned around the post by the goalkeeper Neuer. Struck that really sweetly, and Neuer did well to get down. He can't have seen that till late and made a really good save. So more changes incoming. That's what they've been wanting to do all along. Look, it's written down on that. Trying to make room for the hat-trick.
A really nice play by Gnabry.
Kastenmeier can return from the 17th of June, so it's all confirmed now. The 5th change. The 5th and final change. In goes the corner that's not going to cause any trouble. Thomas Pledel. Play the two of them. between now and the end of the season. Here's Perisic, Alphonso Davies looking to sneak in.